Hi everybody, welcome to another collective reading. As you can see, I first have oracle cards spread out for us, and these 3 oracle cards are to help you feel into this reading, to help us indicate if this reading is going to be pertaining to you or not. So if you feel connected or resonate with any of the messages of these cards, then more than likely this reading is for you. And so I will get into what I am picking up from these cards intuitively. So we have Hamsa, encircled in blessings of protection, release. So this is about releasing and letting go of old patterns, old things of you, things that have died off, and then things that are kind of stagnant. As you can see here, it's like I almost feel like she's entangled in like these dead branches, right? So one thing that I'm picking up for sure is, like, for a lot of you, I feel like this is about releasing and letting go of people, certain people that were in your circle. Okay, so this message is coming through very clear now. So part of the releasing, people that are being released from your life, that is for your protection. And I feel like, well, some of you might be intimidated or fearful or worried about what's going on, because it's sort of like a big transformation for you. However, this experience, however you are feeling this experience, this here is to let us know that this letting go of people, that these people that are being released from your life, this is actually a form of protection. And this is also helping you blossom into your highest and fullest expression, tapestry of life. So like a new aspect of your life, or a higher aspect of your life, is now ready to merge with you. You are ready to merge into the next higher part of your path, into the next higher version of yourself. And I'm really strongly picking up that this is really more so about like releasing and letting go of people that basically just do not line up in your life anymore. And it's not, and I don't mean that in a negative way. So as we, shift into higher expressions of ourself, into our higher path, there are just times where people fall out of alignment for us, and they don't particularly line up with what we believe anymore. They don't line up with our vibration. They don't line up with our frequency. And it can feel very unnerving when these happens, because it's like your circle that you once trusted, that you could confine in, it's like it's falling away. And it's like, well, who do I have to go to now? Like, I really don't know who I can trust. I really don't know who I can turn to. I really don't know who and how I can express myself to, because these people, and I'm not saying everybody, but what I'm getting from this is like a huge chunk of your circle is like being released, right? It's sort of like a falling away. And that feels very unnerving. So this is really about letting you know that this is a form of protection. And so you can step into the higher part of your next journey and blossom into the next higher part of yourself. So I hope that ties in nicely for you. So if you resonated with that message, then this reading is more likely for you. And then also, if any of these key words resonate with you, protection, releasing, and, birthing, creation. So that could be about manifestations, or, something that you are building, something that you are trying to manifest. If any of these resonate with you, this reading is typically for you then. Okay, so let's hop into the tarot cards, where we will dive into the meat and potatoes of this message. Okay, you guys, so we have 6 of Pentacles in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and Queen of Cups in reverse. So the message that I'm getting from this right away, and just a reminder that this is about the message, coming back to the message about those people that were in your circle where you sort of sense, or you start to feel a sense of them like sort of coming out of your life in some way, in some aspect, in some form. So reminder that this is what this reading is typically going to be talking about. Okay, but anyways, so part of the reason is because I feel like some of you guys might have been oversharing some of your personal life. And what I mean your personal life is like things, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, right? So that's big energy. So the Wheel of Fortune talks about positive changes, positive things rolling your way. It's like you are coming to your way to like a new threshold of very big positive things and positive fortunes happening for you that are manifesting, that are rolling in. Okay, and with the Six of Pentacles, I'm getting the impression that some of you might have been oversharing your ambitions, your goals, your ideas, whatever it is that you have going for yourself, whatever it is that you are working for, is that you've been sharing too much information. And I don't mean it in the sense of where you are like talking people's ear off or anything like that, or where it's like overload. This is coming more from the place of like these, it's like the divine or your spirit guides. And I don't mean this in a negative way about these people, but there's a reason why I'm about to say what I'm about to say. The reason why you are oversharing, why that is coming through, is because your divine support team does not want you to be sharing whatever it is that you've been sharing with person X, Y, and Z. Is because of that, where they start to like sort of not match your frequency, they start to not match your vibration. It's like they don't, how do I put this? They are not going to see it in the same light as you. They're not going to have the same contribute. They just are typically, for lack of better terms, sort of not in alignment with that part of your life, with that part of your path, where they just don't match up vibrationally. And it's okay. It's like, it's okay to have feelings and belief sets and thoughts that don't match eye to eye with the other person. And then there is a fine line where it can start to like interfere and sort of cause like, how do I want to put this? Where it starts to just sort of become a little conflicting in your path. So it's not in the terms of like where you're either for me or against me, sort of that where just things just don't match up between you and that person anymore and your path. I really wish I had a better way of putting that. So it's sort of like sharing an idea with a friend, and you sort of go really in depth about like how much this means to you and like what it is that you have planned for. And then all of a sudden they'll start to like share with you like their thoughts and feelings and opinions about it. Okay, and this is very important. So this is why I say what I'm saying about how your spirit guide's not wanting you to share so much information with them, or even at all, is because that is going to have too much of an effect on you, on your path, on your next direction, on your next step. Okay, it's going to be too much of an influence to you. Where, as you know, as the saying goes, emotions cloud our judgment. Emotions cloud our thoughts. Okay, so this sort of falling away, this letting go, it's for your highest good. It's for your protection, for your path. And again, I'm not saying that they are malicious, that they can't be trusted, or anything of that sort, but this is protecting your path. This is to help you move forward. I really wish I knew better. I wish I knew a better way to say that, like, they're just not, they're not compatible. They're not compatible with what you have going, because there's too much of, like, God help me, I really need the right word for this. There's too much of it's just not in alignment. There's too much of a difference in where you guys stand. So I think that's exactly how I want to put it. Actually, there's too much of a difference of where you guys stand with this. So, like, they can be your friend or your family member or whatever, and you know, I feel like at the same time they deeply want the best for you, but their feeling or thoughts or opinion is not going to change about this aspect or aspects about your path. But you and your divine support team are, like, all heart in it. You know, you're all game, you're very devoted, and as you should be, right? As you should be. And that's just why it's just not compatible for your path for them to be there, because it would cause too much of sort of like an interference. Okay, so now I am going to give us some more oracle cards for more information. I hope that part of the reading helped. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so as I'm shuffling our first oracle deck, this message came through for you guys. So for those of you that have a very close-knitted relationship with this person, or maybe it's more than one person, and so the message more so for that part is, like, if you have a very knitted connection, a relationship with a person, is just to, like, release what they say, release whatever feeling, thought, or opinion that they have about whatever it is that you are going for, whatever positive changes that are rolling for you, that you are planning for yourself. Just release whatever does not serve you. So if they say something that doesn't serve you, or that doesn't feel like your truth, just release that. So it's like you don't necessarily have to release them. And again, this message is for a very, very small select few. But again, if it gets to influence you or impact you too much, then this is sort of where that line has to be drawn. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is where it has to be drawn. So there might has to be some distancing. Okay, so I just wanted to come through with that message really quick before I forget. Your first oracle card is Full Moon, Cleanse to Illuminate. So the message that I'm getting from this card is about cleansing, obviously, but cleansing those people that were in your circle, or that are in your circle, that cause too much of cloudiness with their feelings, thoughts, and opinions about whatever it is that you are going for, that you are moving towards, because that's what's clouding your judgment. That's what's sort of clouding your vision and clouding your own feelings and thoughts about it, even your intuition for some of you. Okay, so cleansing them, sort of like releasing them and cleansing them from your space, or distancing for a while to illuminate your path, to be able to feel into it and see it more clearly. So that's the message that is coming through for this one. Okay, so let's move forward here with the next. So the next card we have for you is Darkness. And it's interesting because we have like two cards here that sort of like represent darkness, which is like the full moon, how it illuminates the darkness, right? So, but what's coming through for you guys for darkness is, like, some of you may have felt like you have been left in the dark by certain people that are in your circle of friends or a family member. You know what I'm saying? How you may have feel like they sort of just like left you on the back burner. Basically what I'm saying is, like, you feel like they had left you in the dark, and it's just like, what happened, or like, why are they not getting back to me, or like, did they just drop off the face of the earth? And I feel like for some of you it's been pretty recent, and this being left in the dark is, like I'm saying, it's an act from the divine of protection for you and your path. And cleansing, it's cleansing these people out of your circle to illuminate your path for you. Look at that. It's like a clear path ahead. That's the message that is coming through for that card. Okay, and we'll pull out our last oracle card and see what we get for you folks. All right, you guys, our last card is honestly pretty deep, and I'm feeling this one right in the core. So it is weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So this is exactly what I'm talking about, you guys, about these people sort of like, you know, coming out of your circle, being let go, let it go. So let go of the things that they're saying that are clouding your vision and clouding your heart about it, because that's not yours. It's not yours to carry. That's their feelings and opinions about it, but it's not yours. So let it go. And then, you know, the releasing and these people falling out of your circle, it's the divine, your divine support team actually trying to help you out by creating boundaries. They are creating, like with our first card here, a circle of protection. And when you have a circle of protection, that is creating boundaries for you guys. I mean, this card just goes so deep, and it literally ties in everything beautifully and perfectly. Like, this card is just, it's deep but simplicity at the same time, and it really clarifies and verifies everything that I just talked about in this reading. So you guys, my friends, I really hope that this had brought you the confirmation, clarity, and empowerment that you needed at this part of your journey. I send you so much love and light. Thank you guys. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Bye.